Welcome back everyone. Quickly, let's continue our discussion on JavaScript beginners to the advanced level. And right now we will be discussing about how to add JavaScript code into your HTML file, where to use it and how you can use it in reasonable way without disturbing yourself. All this document is so long, I don't want to be stressing you guys, but I've already read it and I know what is inside it. So I want to abbreviate for you guys so you can grab the point, the main point in it. The main point is that I don't want us to take too long on this JavaScript tutorial because I want us to go faster this time around. So this script file is the one, this script tag is the one we are going to use. We are going to use this script tag. Anywhere you see this script tag in your HTML code, you should know that we are using it. We are using this script tag in our HTML file. So because this is for the HTML syntax, so we are using it. And again, in the olden days, script tag used to have this type attribute. This type attribute right here. Inside this opening script tag, we are going to use the type attribute slash is equal to text slash JavaScript. Inside the script tag, the opening script tag for the old JavaScript, that is for the old JavaScript, not the new era. So the new era just use opening and closing JavaScript, and inside this script we can put our JavaScript codes. Then and again, the function, the way you use it in function also, if you don't have the script also, it can never work. The script tag also is where inside the script tag also you can put the function there or inside the external files. So I'm going to show you also. So one thing I want you to note is that we can use the script tag inside the head section or inside the body section of our HTML code. And the main reason why is that you use it in the head section is good, but if you use it in the body section, it makes your code run faster. That is the benefit, because in the body section right here, if you read, let's say if we put it in the head section, as you can see right here, it's going to read all this code first before it read all this text inside our HTML code. But because we don't want that to happen, we have to take it out from here and place it inside our body section at the bottom of our body section right here, so that it can run it for us later. When we just click this button is when you are going to see this function running. So it makes our code run faster, and without any delay, all this page is going to display. So in our HTML, I'm going to show you how we are going to use it in our body section and also in our head section. So that is the main thing you have to note about that. And also you can use it, you can use our JavaScript in our, you can put our JavaScript code inside the external JavaScript file. So inside the external JavaScript code, you can just create myscript.js and put any code you want to run. And again, to use that script again, you have to use this script tag. So this script tag, and you are going to use it along with this src attribute, because without that you cannot call this myscript JavaScript file. So you have to note that also, because this external JavaScript advantages of it is that it separates HTML code and it makes HTML and JavaScript easier to read and maintain. And catch JavaScript files can speed up page loads. As you can see, I told you this, as you can see. And to add several script files to one page, you can use several script tags. As you can see, inside your HTML, you can do it like this. Have the first JavaScript code right here, this first JavaScript file right here, second JavaScript file right here, linked by using this script tag and src attribute. So I'm going to show you all this code also. External references, we can use external reference also. External reference by using the URL, a full URL of a web address, or with a file path. You should know about all this because I've been talking about all this for so long. Without any path, you can use it without any path also. I'm going to demonstrate how this works. As you can see right here, we are using a URL path, a website link inside this src attribute along with the script file. One thing I just want you to note is that this script tag is the one that you must have in your HTML for you to use the script, for you to use your HTML, for you to use your JavaScript file. No matter where you keep it, you can just call it by using this src attribute and place the link to that file inside the src attribute. Then you are going to use it. So no matter where you keep it, so you can use it also like this. Can you see this is an external file also, as you can see. full part, another part, right, like this slash. As you can see, I'm using the src attribute right here, slash js. Inside it, I'm saying is equal to slash js myscript.js. So as you can see here, also the same thing goes. As you can see, this one is not having much part, it's just having myscript.js only. So let me show you how all this works quickly, because I don't want us to take too long. That's why I quickly go through all this document for you, so you guys can be able to understand me better. So now let's get to our document. As you can see, I prepared this for you guys so you can see how JavaScript is useful for us and everything like that. So how we can use it also. So this is our document right here. As you can see, I'm having a document right here. So let me remove all this script I'm having right here. So I do it from the scrap so you guys can see what I'm doing. So to do this, I'm deleting all this. When I delete all this and I save my document, you are going to see what will happen now. When I delete all this and save my document, I reload. When I reload, you are going to see what will happen. Can you see nothing is inside here? So let's say I want to run JavaScript code. There's no way we can run JavaScript code yet. Let's firstly add our HTML code right here, because inside our HTML is where we want to run our JavaScript code. Okay, so let's add the HTML code inside here. I'm going to use this shortcut to copy to bring up HTML shortcut codes. So right here, when I save this document now, you are going to see what will happen. As you can see, nothing display yet. So, and again, what I want to do now is that I want to use my h1 tag to write something. I want to write JavaScript. Understand? So when I write JavaScript right here and I save my document, like as I write it and save my document, you are going to see something display, right? We're done. So now we want to write a function to display or hide this JavaScript code and show another thing. So I want to use JavaScript for that. So we can, to do that, we can write JavaScript. As you can see right here, my automatically generate code right here is inside here. I'm having src main.js. Inside this main.js, I can go and create a file called main.js right here. So let me go and create a main.js file and put our JavaScript code inside it, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So let's say for instance I'm having this index right here. I'm having a file, I call it main.js, right? So this one I want to open it. With VS Code. So inside this one right here, I just want to write only JavaScript files right here. So what the JavaScript file I want to write, the JavaScript function I want to write here, I want to write function. Let me write a function. Yes, let me write it. Oh no, let me just write document dot get element by id. As you can see, it automatically show it from here. And I want to write this. Which thing I want to get? I want to get anything, any HTML element that is having this ID of demo or ID of wow. Any HTML element that is having ID of demo, I want to get it, and I want to change the text inside it. So let me change it inside of it. I want to change the text inside it. I want to use this in item. So inside it, and I want to make it to display something else, which is it is nice working with scripts, JavaScript. You can see I save my document. As you can see, this small JavaScript function, this small JavaScript code, this is a command from the JavaScript. So I'm saying that you should get any element by ID that is having wow. So inside my HTML now let me go inside my HTML. As you can see, this is the main file, main.js file, as you can see right here. And this main.js file right here, as you can see, I've linked it inside it. To link the file, let me do it from scratch so you guys can see it clearly. You are going to create src attribute. You are going to create script file. When we create this script file, it's not going to work yet. When I save this now, I'll reload my document. Can you see? It's not working yet. So when I inside this place, I'm now going to use src attribute. When I click the src attribute, I'm going to call this main.js file. When I save it like this first, you are going to see when I reload, it's not going to work here. Can you see? But when I put main.js file, can you see it's automatically pop up? So when I save it now, it's still not going to work yet. Can you see? Now we are not, but I know that I've already called this file right here because I want to use this function. So inside it, to use that now, so let me now come here and change, add another element, another HTML element, let's say h2 tag. Inside this h2 tag, let me give it id of wow, and save my document. When I now save my document, you are going to see what will happen now. When I reload, it's not showing. You'll be wondering why it is not showing. The reason why it's not showing, I'm going to show you now. Let me carry this thing now and paste it here. Let's reload. Can you see? It is showing. It said it is nice working with JavaScript. The reason why it's not showing is because this script file, we use it in the head section, and the reason why it's not working in the head section is that it's not a function. If we enclose all these things inside the function, it's going to display there. So I'm going to show you what I'm calling function, but we are not there yet. I'm just showing you where you can add your JavaScript code. You should understand that. As you can see, JavaScript, the code is right here now, but when I remove it and place it inside our HTML head section right here, it's not going to display. As you can see, it is right here now. It's not going to display. When I reload now, can you see? It's not displaying anything. So let me display it. Let me now make it display. I'll turn all these things, I'll copy, I'll carry all these things, I'll make it become function, JavaScript function. So when I make it JavaScript function, I paste the code inside it. It will not display here too. Let me show you now. It will not display. Can you see? It's not displaying. The reason why it's not displayed is that JavaScript function, the way you call it is by calling the name right here. So to call the name, you are going to use a function. You are going to use a way to call the name. A way to call the name is by using the button. So I'm going to use the button. Inside click, let me just call it click me. That's all. And I'm going to call it by using the ID. Later I'm not using the ID, I'm going to call it by using the onClick. When I use the onClick, and I'm going to call the function, the function is name. If you call it this way, it's never going to work. Let me carry the name now. I'm going to see what will happen now. I'm purposely showing you all these things so you guys can be able to understand. To call a function in JavaScript, we are not yet there, but I'm just showing you that we can just display this script at the head section by using the function. So that's what I'm trying to prove. I want to prove it. So as you can see right here, it's not going to work yet. Let me reload my document. Now you see this button, let me click it. Can you see it's not displaying? The reason why it's not displaying is because this name, you can't use it. So you can use another thing. Let me use the name in this way. Let me change the small letter to capital letter, because the name is already is a reserved name from the JavaScript complaint by themselves. So as you can see, let me change the name to, let me modify it and modify this name to N capital A. So let's reload now. It's going to work now. Let's click. Can you see? Now it is nice working with JavaScript. As you can see, it's working nicely because I'm able to use this by using a call function. If I don't call it, it will never work. That is the benefit of using the JavaScript script tag inside the head section. But if you want to use it in the body section, then you can use it also in the body section like this, because it's a function. You can use it anyway. So when I reload my document now, you're going to see when I click, can you see it's still working when I put it in the body section. But if it is not JavaScript, when I save it like this and I expect it to display the script right here, if it's not a function, let's say now This one is not a function, like I told you earlier. It's just this script tag. I paste it here, I save it. You think it's going to show? It's never going to display. Can you see? Nothing displays here. But if it's a function, you call it, it's going to work. Let me reload. Can you see? It's working right now. So, and if you don't want to call a function, you can just delete this. We don't want a function yet, because we are not talking about JavaScript function right now. We just want to be able to use this script file. But in this way, because it is an external HTML, is an external JavaScript file, you cannot use it this way. You can just use the script function right here, script in the body tag. If you are going to use it with external file, can you see it is displaying? It is nice working with JavaScript. So that's what I want to show you guys again, because we are using the external file. So now say for instance we don't want to use the external file. Let's delete the external file. Don't save it. So let's say we don't want to use the external file. So we just want to use it right here. So all our code, I keep it here. So right here, let me sorry, I want to put it right here. This is where I want to put it. Oh, sorry, a mistake. No problem. I'm going to rewrite it. So let's say for instance now right here we want to use our JavaScript code. If we want to use our JavaScript, we are going to write it inside this place, inside the script file. As you can see, the script file is in the head section right here. You can say document dot get element by id wow. So let me highlight it and I go through like this, because if not, it's not going to work. Inner dot html, inner, I just want an inner dot text. So it's equal to, no, I'm just going to do like it's nice, just nice. It is nice only, not to take our time. Let me reload. Let me copy this one. The text is here also. Let me use all the text again. When I reload now, it's not going to display. Can you see? Because the function, the script file is containing external script file. So if your script tag is containing external script file, I want you to note it. It's very, very important. It's not going to work again. Unless you remove this one. When you remove this one now, then it's going to display this text right here. Now when I reload my document, can you see it's still not displaying? Oh yeah, let's fix the error. The reason why it's not displaying, let's see. Why is it not displaying? Let's wrap it like this. Maybe it's still going to work. You're going to see something is happening right here. Can you see it's not working? The same thing works if you are using it inside the if you are not using it with function. Let's turn this thing to a function. Let's call it like this. You're going to see it's going to work when we turn it to a function. But if it is not a function, it's not ever going to work. Let me change this function to me. So the function, I can just create a button. We are not yet. We are not in the function section yet. I'm just showing you what you should know about the script. Please, this is me. So I want to create main function. This is how to call a function in JavaScript. So when I reload my document, now I'm having this. Let me give it a name. Click so that it can display very well. Let me do like this. Let's reload now. Now when I click, can you see it's working nicely because it's a function? But if it is not a function, don't put it at the top right here. Don't use your script tag at the top right at the head section. If it is not a function, I want you to note that if it's not a function, don't use your script at the top, and don't keep it inside your external file and now say you keep your script tag right here to call it at the top right here, it's never going to work. Even if you have to call it again, even if this is not a function, you now keep it inside external file, you now call it from this top section right here, it's still the same thing, it's never going to work. So you should note that. So no matter how you keep it inside external file, it's never going to work. So far you are using a function, it can work anywhere. But if it is not a function, let's say this script file now, you carry it, now say because it's, you have a main.js file somewhere, you understand? You have src attribute, inside here you have a main.js file, inside the main.js file, you have this function, you have this text right here, but it is not a function. Reload, you think it's never going to show. You are just disturbing yourself. So make sure that you decide, is either you want to use the external file like this. If you don't want to use the external file, delete it and put the function like this. When you put the function and you reload, can you see it's working? And again, I want you to note one thing. This external file, don't keep it along with your script tag because it's going to disturb you. Let's say for instance now this external file is there and I'm still using this function. You are going to see what will happen when we reload our document. Can you see it's not working? So don't use the script file together with this external file because this src attribute is calling this main.js file for us. So don't use it, even though you are going to disturb yourself big time. So delete it. You have to decide. Law of decision is right here in JavaScript. You have to know what you are doing. So when you delete it, then if you call it now, if you reload and call it now, can you see it's working? Or if you having an external file, you are already calling an external file in the script file right here, and you are still using this thing, my brother, it's not going to work. My sister, it's not going to work. Can you see it's not working? So you have to decide either you want to use the external file or normal script file direct. So, and again, I want you to note, as you can see right here, we are able to use the function. Let's say if we carry it now and put it inside the body section also, we can use it in the body section. When we reload our document and click, can you see we are able to use it? It is working. But let's say imagine it is not a function, this is not a function, this is just a file. It's going to work right here. When I reload, can you see it is working? When I reload, it's working. Let's delete this button so you can you see it's working because it's not a function again, and I'm having this script file inside our body section. But now let's put it at the top in the head section. It's not going to work. The script file is not going to allow you. Can you see? Never going to allow you because it's not a function. The only way you can use this script tag everywhere you want is by using function. Without that, it's never going to work. So that's all I have for you guys for now. And there's another way you can write something to the screen using the script tag also. Maybe that can also make it work, but I have not tried it yet. I'm going to show you. But this one, make sure you have it on your mind anytime you are using the script tag. If you are going to use it at the top section, you are going to use it with function. But if you are not using function, you are going to use this direct JavaScript function. Just copy it, remove it from the head section, put it right here. Then the function is going to work. Let me show you. Can you see? Without telling it that you write something somewhere, it's going to work because you are using it inside the HTML body. So that's all I have for you guys for now. And what akorede ayofe is my name once again. I wish to see you guys next time to the next tutorial. Peace and love. Have a great day. But before I go again, let me remind you, we are talking about script tag, where you can use it and how to use it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look, cross-check this video because it's very, very important. It misleads many people sometimes because some people get confused when they are using the script tag. This is the HTML script tag. Have a great day. Thank you so much, and to the next tutorial. Peace. Bye bye.